On July 5th, 1947, thousands of miles away in the British Parliament, a decision was made that would change the destiny of millions in India forever. The Indian Independence Act wasn't just a document, it was a ticking clock toward freedom, chaos, bloodshed, and rebirth. It ended the British rule but began the most painful chapter in the history of Indian subcontinent. A law that gave us independence yet tore through our land, our lives, and our hearts. But what was the Indian Independence Act all about? On July 5th, 1947, the British Parliament passed the Indian Independence Act, the final legal stamp on nearly 2 centuries of colonial domination, but received the royal assent on July 18th, 1947. It came into effect on August 15, 1947, giving birth to two independent nations, India and Pakistan. But this act wasn't born out of goodwill. It was rushed, reactive, and rooted in communal divide. Drafted by the Labour government under Prime Minister Clement Attlee, based on the Mountbatten Plan proposed by Lord Louis Mountbatten, the last British Viceroy, the act aimed to grant a hurried exit while the subcontinent bled. What did the act contain? The act was a legal framework to dismantle the British Empire's hold over India. It laid out 7 major provisions. Partition of India divided British India into two dominions, India and Pakistan. Punjab and Bengal were split along religious lines. Creation of sovereign nations ended British control, granting both countries full legislative independence. End of British supremacy. Over 560 princely states were freed from obligations to the crown. Choice for princely states. They could join India or Pakistan or remain independent. Abolition of the title Emperor of India, symbolizing the fall of imperial power. Independent lawmaking. British laws no longer automatically applied to India or Pakistan. Transitional governance. Both nations were to operate temporarily under modified versions of the Government of India Act 1935. The real cost. What did this act do to India? Yes, the act brought independence, but it also brought agony. At midnight on August 15, 1947, as Jawaharlal Nehru echoed, "Tryst with destiny," the nation celebrated freedom even as millions were plunged into chaos. Over 15 million people were forced to migrate, Sikhs and Hindus from Pakistan, Muslims from India. Trains arrived full of corpses. Villages burned, families shattered. Nearly 1 million people died in one of the worst communal bloodbaths in modern history. And while India chose the path of secular democracy, Pakistan became an Islamic republic. The two-nation theory, the ideological root of the partition, left scars that still divide the region today. Despite the trauma, India stood tall. Under the leadership of Nehru, Patel, Ambedkar and Gandhi, India drafted its own constitution, coming into effect on January 26, 1950, becoming a sovereign, secular and democratic republic. Following this, the Indian Independence Act was repealed, but its shadow remained in the form of ongoing conflict, displacement and India-Pakistan tensions that persist even now. Yet India endured, India rebuilt and India thrived. Because independence wasn't given to India, it was earned, endured and paid for with the blood.